Hi, everybody, and welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here. I am Ash. If we haven't met, if we have, welcome back. So happy to see you again, spiritually, energetically. Today, we're going to be looking at should you confess your feelings? Should you tell the truth? Should you tell the person on your mind how you're feeling? And we can get a little bit of predictive energy on how that's going to go based on your current energy. So, we've got two piles here. We've got the cat and we've got the pumpkin. I've pre-pulled oracles like I've started kind of doing relatively recently, and then we're going to get into some tarot with more specifics, okay? So, as always, I ask everybody to just take a moment, close your eyes, see if you can connect to that light, that spirit inside of you. Figure out where it's located in your body and pour your energy into that. So, I mentioned mine is kind of behind my chest, like central. And that's where I find my light. And so I tend to breathe into that. So I'd like you to find your location and do the same. As you breathe in, make sure both your chest and your stomach are expanding. And when I say go, we're going to go ahead and breathe in. Ready? Go. Once more, really breathe into that light. Okay, and once again, please ask Spirit to connect you with the message that is best meant for you. Sometimes I know we want a particular message, but it's always important to be open and in tune to what Spirit has to say and the messages that come forth, okay? If at any moment it's too much, overwhelming, can't get into it, totally okay. This may not be your reading. There may be another reader on here that is better suited for you at this particular time. Try the other pile. It could be a situation where maybe this one is not necessarily resonating for you. But remember to do this based on your energy in terms of how you feel as you are divinely connected to Spirit. Okay, if you are ready, let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, pile one, if you chose the cat, this is going to be your reading. The question, once again, is should you confess your feelings? Should you come forward, tell the person on your mind how you're feeling about them, and see if we can get some potential outcomes of that situation? So let's start with our oracle pulls, and I always include one tarot. So let's go with that. You've got the Queen of Wands. Beautiful energy to start. We've got cycles. We've got Wolverine. We've got Winter Waning Crescent. We've got Bully. Now this is coming out in reverse, so something to take into consideration. We've got At Home. Okay. We've got Reunion. Okay. And we've got the Wellspring. What are you thirsty for? Okay, let's see. Just want to get the Wellspring in here. Let's see. Okay, that'll do. Okay, perfect. So, pile one, immediately what I'm getting from your reading is that you were a little bit on one. This situation or this distance I'm feeling, this separation was agitated. I feel like, and don't take this personal, it's just what the energy I'm feeling. This current situation, you were the agitator. You got triggered, you got in your feelings, and you kind of maybe said some things out of pocket with this Queen of Wands, very fiery energy. You maybe said something out of pocket that, I'm sensing you immediately felt bad about, but it caused this kind of distance because you know how words are. There's certain things you say, um, and there are certain things that come across, and it's not necessarily how you intended, but it's how it's being heard. And especially when we're operating out of places of woundedness or hurt, we can say things we don't necessarily mean, but that doesn't mean it doesn't impact the other person. And I'm getting you on a transitional journey to understanding your own triggers, your own attachment issues, and being able to resolve that in yourself. So what I'm getting is there's it feels like there's some time here with cycles here. So it feels like you are trying to kind of inquire or resurrect or, you know, revisit a prior situation where you are aware of kind of maybe that action or that out of character energy, and you are trying to see if it's appropriate to come forth with some sort of apology. With bully, I think that's interesting because it came out in reverse. And it says conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. So that kind of leads more to this acting out, right? So it's not mean spirited in terms of how you present it, but it is mean spirited in how it came across. So there's a lot of that energy here. Give me 1 second. Sorry, that framing felt a little bit off. Okay, fixed it. So yeah, so there's an energy of what was I saying? Yeah, aggression out of fear, out of maybe this person channeling a song. It's "Too Close for Comfort" by McFly. Um, it's from Just My Luck, which is like one of my favorite little movies. And that song's all about, you know, some of the lyrics are, "Was I invading in on your secrets? Was I too close to comfort? You wanted me out before I wanted in." So basically, kind of this push you away before you push me away energy. So operating out of a real sense of woundedness, a real sense of hurt, a real sense of not knowing what's going to happen if you're being vulnerable, and you're really trying to figure out what exactly it is. No, I'm sorry. You did the work to figure out exactly what it is, or still doing the work to figure out what exactly it is that caused that wounding and how to not project it onto others, including the people you love, like your potential partners, the people you care about. So that's a big part of it. Um, I'm getting here with home and reunion. There is a sense, and we'll get more with the tarot, but I'm already getting a sense of openness, right? A sense of reception to your energy. Like I feel like you've become this person here. I feel like you're in your Queen of Wands reverse energy, and you've kind of adapted and you kind of have opened up to the more, Queen of Wands upright. You've gained a sense of confidence, you gained a sense of self, and you are able to present your argument, and you're able to pursue or approach this person with a sense of maturity, with a sense of remorse for how you acted in the past, and an openness for reconciliation, and an openness for wanting to really continue to grow together. With cycles, I'm also heavily getting grow together energy, right? Like understanding I'm not presenting to you and I'm not coming to you with perfection. I'm not coming to you as this perfect person, but I am coming to you as somebody who would like a chance to continue evolving together. Let me see if there's anything else. I'm getting with the wellspring. There's a sense of missing here, a sense of longing. What are you thirsty for? There's a lack here. Um, so maybe that's you being called to this person. Maybe that's this person um, missing your energy. I'm not entirely sure whose energy it is for these two yet. I'm getting openness, but I'm not entirely sure which side it's coming from. So just a note. Let me see if there's anything else. We have here in cycles time for a big move too. So here's the thing, right? I'm getting even if outcomes, I feel like the outcome is not really the point here. I feel like whether they're receptive or not, I think this is really important for you in terms of your own growth and journey, for you to be able to be vulnerable enough to approach this person. I just feel very heavily like you're a person with a lot of walls up, and you've been doing the work to let them down. So I think this is a moment in this journey and this particular um, era of your life where a conversation with this person benefits you first and foremost. And you'll be able to realize being vulnerable, while it is incredibly like the most terrifying thing we do, like it's so incredibly hard. You'll understand the hiccup confirmation. You'll understand the risk and the pursuance of vulnerability is how we live and how we are at our best. Because yes, when we have walls up, we keep out the bad, but we also keep out the good as well. So we're also not really calling in what's for us because we haven't made any space for anything to come in, good or bad. Okay, let's see if we can get some tarot. Okay, oops, sorry, hit the camera. Okay, let's see, which deck do I want? I'm getting this one. All right. For my pile, please, Spirit, should they confess their feelings for their person? Should they confess their feelings for their person? Actually, that's not the question I want to ask. That's a resounding yes. I want to ask, what are the potential outcomes? What is the potential outcome, the most likely outcome currently of pile one confessing their feelings? What is the most likely outcome of pile one? I want to take that. Okay. Okay. What is the most likely outcome? Okay, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Two major arcana. I told you this was important. This is important to your journey. The Wheel of Fortune. Oh my God, the Emperor in reverse. Okay. Spirit, should pile one, should they confess their feelings? Oh, that's a lot of cards, Spirit. Just one, please. Should they confess their feelings for this person? Okay, we've got the Four of Swords here. Okay, what is the potential outcome? What is the most likely outcome if pile one confesses their feelings? What is the most likely outcome if pile one confesses their feelings? The Ten of Wands. Letting go of the burdens of what ifs is a huge one. Peace of mind. And the Ace of Wands. A new beginning. Yeah, so I said a few things while I was shuffling. Let me just clarify that. With the Devil in reverse and the Four of Swords, it's a releasing and a sitting. I feel like Spirit is withholding information from me. I'm going to be so honest. I feel like Spirit does not want me to tell you how this is going to go because I think this is a part of your process. I think the risk or the unknowing, so the answer is if you should do it is a yes. The answer of what's going to happen once you do, I don't know and I can't tell you. I feel like that is a part of what you're the unknowing and the risk and the feeling of I don't know if this is going to work out in my favor is exactly what you need to be able to do this. Because if you do it knowing it's a yes, if you don't do it because you think it's a no, all of that defeats the purpose of you taking the risk to be vulnerable on your own. So that's just something to consider. So this is a very you driven journey. And so you have to be able to take the risk. And Spirit is telling me all of these, the potential outcome, the leading outcome is that you will have peace of mind and you will be able to start anew, whether it's with this person, whether it's with yourself on a new, brand new self-love journey. But you're getting out of this. I think you are the Emperor in reverse. I think you're in this toxic masculine energy where you feel the need to control everything, which is why you're here. Welcome. You're trying to control everything and you're trying to make sure that you make the decisions or that you approach things in ways that hurt you the least, which is why you self-sabotaged or why you acted out with your words initially. So all of this is about your releasing of control, releasing of needing to know the outcome, releasing of of fear of pain, fear of this not working out, because everything is a lesson. Even if this relationship ends now, if it ends in a year, if it doesn't end, if it's forever, if you grow old together, no matter what it is, you have to be willing to appreciate that all outcomes are the appropriate outcome for the moment, and have a little faith that even if things end, it's not about where we end up. As Miley Cyrus says, it's about the climb. So just be mindful. It's about the journey to get to this. It's about your evolution. It's about your growth. And so you don't have to. You have free will. You can do whatever you would like to. But Spirit is guiding me to suggest to you and to tell you that it is okay to take a risk here, and this risk pays off for you in the long run. And it may be exactly what you think it looks like, and maybe nothing like you think it looks like, but it will be in your benefit, in your favor, to go ahead and talk to this person and explain to them how you would like to make amends. All right, let's see if we can get some more information here. What else does Pile 1 need to know about confessing their feelings to their person? What else does Pile 1 need to know? Okay, we've got the, Five of Wands in reverse, ending of conflict, peace and resolution, a lot of peace energy. I don't know if I mentioned this. I mentioned it in my head to myself, as I do. But the Four of Swords here, here, I'm going to pick this up so we can see it. She's got this face mask on, which really, hold on, are we in focus? There we go. She's got this face mask on, still not in focus, but we can see it enough. And it's kind of like, so it reminds me of self-care, like a spa day. This feels like internal peace to me. This feels like self-peace and self-love. Just wanted to mention that. Okay. I heard cleaning house. Okay, what else does Pile 1 need to know about confessing their feelings to their person? Okay, we've got the Six of Swords here. Letting go of what doesn't serve you. And I think it's these patterns and behaviors in this defensive energy and fears. You have a massive, I hear it stabbed in the back. There's a massive fear of sneaky betrayal. Of you may have been in a situation where somebody was dishonest with you, somebody cheated on you prior, there was a disconnect in communication and respect. You have been in situations where you have felt utterly and adamantly betrayed. And I think that's the fear, is that you've experienced it and you're worried about feeling it again. Because with all of these knives here, it feels like a repetition. It feels like you're saying this is a cycle. This is a cycle. Where did my cycles card go? This is a cycle, and I know how it ends. So I'm going to go ahead and preemptively take on that. But that's not you anymore. You're doing the work. What else does Pile 1 need to know? The Knight of Cups. Such a romantic card. I think this is how you want to come in. A peace offering, a little bit of a flirty air to it, right? Like it's not too much. It's just maybe you offer to, can we go out for a drink? Or maybe, I feel like I'm getting for some of you. Hold on, that's not ringing. Tricking me 1 second. Champagne, I'm getting a cause for celebration. Maybe you run into them at like a mutual event, or there's some kind of cause to celebrate. With this boy here, some of you may have children. Maybe they're graduating. It's not that time of year, but maybe this is the year of graduation. And while you're at these occasions, for some of you, I'm getting bar mitzvah. While you're at these occasions, maybe you run into this person and you're like, hey, I'm getting the have a drink and talk it out. The script for the first time is a song that I'm channeling. Drinking old cheap bottles of wine, sit talking up all night, saying things we haven't for a while, smiling but we're close to tears. Even after all these years, we just now got the feeling like we're meeting for the first time. So yeah, so something about that kind of energy of just giggling and talking about, not necessarily talking about everything at this moment, but like a peace offering and a rejoicement in just being able to communicate with this person, a resolve to the tension. It's really sweet energy, really beautiful energy. um yeah, it's very I'm trying to figure out how to describe it. I keep getting very real, but that doesn't tell you anything. Very authentically human, right? Like there's just an appreciation, even through our conflicts and our issues and our distance. Um, we can sit over a drink and we could talk about this. And it's not about where we're going tomorrow. It's not about where we'll be in years. We've done something, we had something, and it's great to just be able to sit and talk to the other only person who understands about it. And I think that's really, really fantastic energy. Okay, pile one, I'm going to leave you there. I think that's fantastic. I think you've got your answer. Go forth and conquer, be the incredible Queen of Wands you are destined to be. Thank you. Hi, pile two. If you chose the pumpkin, this is going to be your reading of should you confess your feelings? Should you tell them how you feel? Maybe explore some potential outcomes of what happens if you do proceed that route. So, we're going to look at your oracle cards, and I always include one tarot at the top to get a little bit of an overview. And then we're going to dive in a little bit deeper with some tarot or maybe some potential outcomes and, what's going on here. So, let's go ahead and start. We've got the Lovers in reverse. There we go. Okay. We've got impasse. There we go. Pull these down just a little bit. Okay. We've got Archer. Okay. We've got the element of Earth. Okay. We've got, and I just want to point this out because this is interesting. I only asked for one of these. I got two of these. So pile one didn't get two of these, but you did. So let's see what they have to say. And I think that's interesting because it already lends to an energy I am getting. So let's go ahead and just play this bad boy out. We've got gossip. We've got king. We've got heartbreak. We've got running. We've got clear waters. Okay. So I think it's really interesting. I am getting there's a practicality. So I'm going to start out with the big answer and then we're going to elaborate on why. So I do believe the answer is no. I don't believe at this time you should go forward and confess your feelings with this person. And I'm going to tell you why. There's a practical nature why this isn't quote unquote appropriate. And I don't know specifically for what it is, but there's a third party energy, which is why I think it's interesting when two cards came out. I think I'm getting a lot of energy is if you confess your feelings, there is going to be some kind of pushback, some kind of resistance there. So for some of you, this person is already in a relationship. For some of you, this person is a boss, but there is some kind of taboo or incorrect nature to this relationship. And I think if you were to go forward and pursue this, at this time, I just don't feel like there's an opening for you to really gather what it is you need from telling this person this specific information. Now, take a beat. I know that's, sometimes it's not what we like to hear. So just take a moment and I'm going to continue kind of going and talking you through what I'm seeing. So I'm seeing there was somebody who made space and created the energy. So I'm getting a little bit of breadcrumbing, a little bit of light flirtation. Somebody who gave, see, with the lovers, this disharmony, this discord, this trust issues here. And there's, if you look at this card, there is kind of this space right. Oh, nope, you can't see it because I'm not there. You can see this space right here, kind of between these two people, this gap here. And I feel like there is somebody who made space for you in a way that felt like potential or promise. This is why I'm getting this breadcrumb or flirting energy. So you may be at a risk where you're like, this is, I feel like somebody's giving you hot and cold energy, or like one day they're super flirtatious and the next day you're like, did I make that all up in my head? And you're trying to figure out and kind of get some understanding about this overall connection, which is why you want to ask the questions and go forward. But this person, so far, what I'm seeing is they are not viewing it the way you're viewing it. This person could be having some issues with the if it's another person, they could be having some issues with their third party kind of situation with this person, and they could be looking for, now take a moment, and this could be potentially triggering. They could be looking for simply validation. They could know that you're interested romantically in them, and they could enjoy, being around you because they flirt and you laugh and you flip your hair, and you're a beautiful person, and you're attractive, and so they may see that as like, okay, I can get a little bit of this fix, this I can get a little bit of a taste of what it's like to kind of be, single, to, miss that energy of just being, out and about, getting attention from people. And they are not seriously considering breaking apart this situation or this dynamic. So if it is a situation where it's your boss, it could also just be like, there could be genuine attraction, genuine interest here. I actually see that across the board, genuine, like they think you're cute and they, enjoy talking to you. But it's not enough to risk whatever it is that they have already built, which I think is that practicality. It's not enough to risk their job. It's not enough to risk their spouse, their significant other. It's not enough, but they are going to keep encouraging you and acting like, if you don't put a stop to this, which I think is this clear waters here. And I feel like if you don't put a stop to this, they'll keep murking and muddying up your waters. They'll keep keeping you confused. There's no solution. There's no outcome to this. For some of you, it may even progress to a physical interaction or some type of intimacy, but it's still not going to be enough to fully transition your relationship to where you believe it should be. They're kind of like, just kicking it, just having fun. Let's see if there's anything else I can get. Yeah, I'm getting things are stuck. Like, not getting, I'm reading things are stuck here on this element of earth card. Things are stuck. I think things are kind of and it doesn't mean like, I don't feel like this person is stuck in a situation they don't necessarily want to be in. I think even if that is the case, I think it's just like with this practicality, I think it's just a matter of things are intertwined, things are interwoven. This is a big deal, this third party energy in their life, and they are not willing to untangle it or step out of the mud for it. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into some tarot. Yeah, you deserve somebody who is going to go all in full force into you and your energy. And if they are not giving you that, then it is absolutely appropriate to set clear boundaries and to say, hey, really enjoy talking to you, really enjoy working with you. We're gonna have to take a step back from this little, energy we've got. I just don't feel like it's appropriate given the circumstances. And then begin your healing process. Would you breathe once with me on my go? Go for it. Thank you. Okay, let's see what other information can we get? So pile 2, please. What are the potential outcomes? What is the most likely outcome at this time if they come forward and confess their feelings? Okay, we got the Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay. I'm gonna take those. Okay. I'm gonna pile 2, please. What is the most likely outcome if they come forward? Okay, how do you want that to land? One more time, please, Spirit. How do you want that to land? Take that as a reversal. It didn't feel right. Whenever I put cards sideways, that means to me that there's a transitional energy. It's in between the two. It's like this is where to me free will comes in. There's a decision to be made here. Okay, Spirit. What's the thank you. Strength. For pile 2, please. What is the most likely outcome if they come forward and confess their feelings in this situation? Ooh, okay. Let's see. We've got the Emperor in reverse. Got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, we've got the Eight of Wands here. I would like a clarifier. Make it a clarifier, please, for the... Ooh, just kidding. I think I know what it is. Yep, I know what it is. Okay. So if you come forward and you confess your feelings to this person, the situation will come to a resolve. That's first and foremost. The situation will be complete. There will be no more wondering or guessing. You'll get your answer, which is the good thing. However, I feel like the energy on the other side of this, I don't know if you're in some type of closed community or so for example, if it's a significant other, you may run in the same circles. If it's somebody else and their significant others, it could be a work environment where everybody's kind of close knit. I'm getting people talk a lot. People talk a lot in this environment. And I feel like this is going to require you to have strength in this particular community or environment, because I do believe that there's going to be quite a bit of, I don't want to say malignant energy, but I'm getting like noses turned up, a little bit of snarling. Um, like the loyalty isn't with you in this situation, but this particular third party, this other energy. I feel like it's going to make you question self as you kind of sit in between this overgiving and this receipt of pure, like genuine love. This is just really overbearing energy. Let me get some more cards. What is the most likely outcome if pile 2 confesses their feelings? What is the most likely outcome? What is the most likely outcome? Please, Spirit. What is the most likely outcome? Some of you may even be younger. Like for some of you, this could be university or any like high school, any sort of schooling. Okay, for pile 2, please. For pile 2. What's the most likely potential outcome? Okay. Yeah. Um, and this is the energy I was already getting, but I'm just gonna go ahead and just remind you and to emphasize to be careful with this one. I think it's not only unnecessarily an I don't think this is a the worst they can say is no kind of approach. And what I mean by that is I believe there are, as I've been mentioning, I think there are deeper consequences. And I think the response you get from this can potentially be really impactful. I mean, I will say, to your eventual growth and benefit with the tower. Like you will find strength, you will find, beauty on the other side, as with any really intense kind of, situation or thing. But it will be through the trenches. Like this energy, there's so much here, this practicality that I'm kind of gathering, the roots that are planted in this connection, in this situation, they are they are attached to your life just as much as this other person. So remember I was saying this, like in terms of their job, or in terms of, their, for some of you it's marriage, others their relationship. This is similarly intertwined with yours, and I think this could have consequences, or this could have some kind of energy that would make you feel, let me stop talking around it. I feel like people are going to talk negatively about you, and that's going to impact your self-esteem and your ability to function safely and happily in your current environment. When I say safely, I don't mean like they're coming at you with pitchforks and bats, but like pitchforks and bats. Can I speak today? But that your emotional safety, your ability to exist in this community, your friendships, your, that kind of thing. So that's a massive energy, and it may be very difficult to navigate. Not that you won't get through it on the other side, not that you're not strong and that you're not capable. Um, but I don't think this person, who I do believe I'm getting very strongly is this other person you're asking about or inquiring about, will face nearly as much of the brunt of the situation. I'm getting a lot of, not a lot of, but some of you with this confession, or even prior to this confession. Hmm. I'm getting there's, but there could be potential of already, um, engagement, entanglement, intimacy. Maybe this could be for some of you trying to get out of a situationship with this person and into something, real. But I'm getting for a lot of you there, there could have been some. um, I can't make this up. Three of Cups in reverse. Um, that's the back of deck energy, by the way. Yes, the Three of Cups in reverse. So hold on, I've got a lot of thoughts. I feel like I just got like bombarded with things. Okay, so this person, there maybe have been prior intimacy, prior connection, and I don't think, as is a lot of a double standard, I think the person non-committed often takes a lot more blame than they should for situations. If for some of you they were just flirting, that doesn't apply. They if they appropriately say no thank you, I mean, they should know their boundaries and they should be stricter with them. But if they didn't pursue what their partner would consider cheating, that may be why the other person is getting a lot of the brunt. But I think this is really interesting too, because I've noticed here we've got turnbacks. We've got, this is also a gossip card here, the Three of Swords in reverse. We've got turnbacks. We've got, what do you call it? Camaraderie at the cost of exclusion. So that's just a big energy I'm getting. So just be mindful of that kind of situation. If you're already in it, I would say figure out a way to maybe end it. Not, try your best to figure out a way to end it or to progress out of it. And if you haven't, if you're just doing some light flirting, I would go ahead and just maybe put an end to that, because I don't think this person views you as serious enough to risk their practicality. And I think you should operate in the exact same energy. I think you should operate exactly as they are. And you have a life that is worth preserving as is. And this person is not going to risk it all for you. You absolutely shouldn't risk it all for them. Let's get one more. I heard about my feelings. I know. I get it. One more, please. What's the most likely outcome? Mm-hmm. A lot of anxiety, a lot of wrestling with self. But then that causes you to take a look at yourself and your experiences and your journey that led you here. Like I said, on the other side, there's not necessarily, you are strong and capable and will get through this. Like, let's be clear here. This will not break you. Man, forget them people. They are not, I don't care about them. They don't care about you. They suck. They're whack, whatever. Forget them people. But I'm trying to help you, like, maybe move past, like, skip this part of the process, but like not skip this, but like maybe find this through different avenues or routes. But if you are meant to go through this particular pathway, it does allow you the space for reflection. It does allow you the space for looking at the circumstances that brought you here, and you will be better off for it on the other side. Remember, I was saying you're on that like line of crossing over to an upright Queen of Cups. This is a route to get there, and there are other routes to get there. I think also making the firm and clear decision to not engage and to not participate is also another route to get there, because this is all about love from that truest, highest place. And I think that starts with internal reflection and internal love. And I think you stopping what's not for you and you cutting out any kind of toxic energy, or, anybody who's not giving you 110%, you're still able to kind of find this. This is the outcome, is what I'm saying. And this is the outcome. How you get there is up to you. And that is your journey. Okay. I am going to the spread is ugly now and I'm sad about it, but I'm going to leave that there and let you guys sit on that and take a moment. Thank you so much for being here today, and wishing you the absolute best. Bye.